Hey everybody, it's Jochen Hayden, and I'm back with the Lodric vs. Hayden campaign. We're playing Scenario 1 with no mods. This is now the 26th of March, 1942. Let's find out what's happening. Where are they going to invade? Okay, here we go. We're back with the main attraction. March 26th, 1942. Man, look, there he is. Kashgar. It's way up there. Oh, come on, get out of there, guys. Come on, get out of there. Come on, come on, come on. Go, go, go. Okay, looks okay. So we found a Japanese sub. We're attacking it instead of it attacking us. That's just to the east of Sydney. I-175. Did they say we damaged it? No, we did. Wow. This little AM, these are mine layers. These are pretty cheap little mine layers. Apparently we got a hit on I-175. It's probably very superficial damage, but he didn't attack us, which is cool. I think we may have gotten out of Palmyra, guys. Oh, come on. Come on. Yes! Yes! Clear sky over target. Come on. Ah. That's it? That's it? Alright, so I launched a night bombing attack. We've got decent moonlight, clear skies. 10 B-17s go in and do like nothing. Come on. Some Blenheims are in here. Let's see what they do. Come on, guys. Hit something. Oh. They hit one of us. So, one Blenheim hit basically nothing on the base. That sucks. He's got so many aircraft here, too. Why can't we hit anything? Ugh. This is not what I was hoping for. I want to see some Japanese aircraft destroyed, not damaged. Come on, guys. At least we're getting some bombers in here, right? I mean, it would have been nice if we could have destroyed something, but... Well, that's night bombing for this turn. It wasn't as good as I was hoping for. Alright, so he's continuing to unload stuff in Savi. Dang, he actually lost a squad doing that. More unloading. Seems a little overkill at this point. And he lost more troops. So we got daylight now. Man, he's got a lot of stuff there at Savi. More unloading. And again. This is another task force. He's not messing around at Savi. Oh, come on! That's 2 days in a row. The Polak has fired on and hit something with its Mark 14s. And both days, duds. That sucks. Now we have to deal with this stupid sub chaser here. Man. Now we're hit. That's not good. We need to get out of there. on, we need to survive this. Come on. So we have to take all this damage. The only thing we have to show for it is a dent in that hull. Man, this guy's tearing us up. Again, hit again. What the heck, man? We're gonna lose this. We're gonna lose this sub. God. We'll be lucky if we get that thing out of there now. 4 hits with some mentions of heavy damage. This thing is not doing well. Dang it. Come on. Oh. I hate subs. I hate them. I hate them. Why do allied subs have to be so trash? Straight trash. Alright. AM phase here. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Guys, I think we're in trouble. Let me put it to you that way. Nels at Catherine. Pretty decent attack. Big raid here. Big raids here. He's really trying to stop us right now. I think I messed up, guys. Raids here. I'm trying to get to the bad news here. Man, he's really focusing this guy right here. Lots of raids there. Okay. Oh, wow. Whoa. Okay, an attack on Chungking. Wow. I think he's just testing us. We got one. Shot down one Lily. That's the first I've seen of an attack on Chungking. Guys, I think we got some bad news coming here in the PM phase. Okay. Sally's coming out of Samarinda. Oh my God. We might be okay. Guys, we might be okay. Oh no. I think we might be okay. Oh. Okay, well, This is exactly what I wanted to happen here, guys. This is perfect. I left this one unit here as bait. It's almost dead anyway. He's attacking it with all this crap, his stupid death stack. Watch this. This is perfect. It's exactly, look at 5,800 AV. What an effing joke. Lodric, you suck. So he destroyed this unit, and now he gets to teleport back to Chungking and come back with way more troops than it ever had in it. And we stopped these guys dead in this hex for a turn. That's a pretty good trade in my opinion. Okay, we got a bombardment attack up here. We're back to the bombardment crap. And we lose a lot there. He's got to have more than that, right? 32nd Division. Wait a minute. That's all he has here? Why are we not attacking? We have a 5-to-1 advantage here. Huh. What if... What? Huh. Okay. Back to Celebes in the Dutch East Indies. Okay, captures Majin. Oh, Pago Pago, he's going for it again. Is he gonna get it? Well, we held him off again, although this time we took a lot of casualties. He's really starting to get into our squads now. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I don't think we're going to be able to hold out much longer than this. Maybe 1 or 2 more turns, but that's not looking good. Okay, guys. I'm going to tell you right now. I think we just dodged a massive bullet in the Bay of Bengal. We need to go look at that because yeah, it's not good. It's not good. But it could have been worse. So I just need to figure out how to extricate us from this situation. Oh. Okay. Okay, we got some wild activity going on in the Bay of Bengal. We need to talk about what's going on here. But we'll start with this first. Aircraft losses for today. 4 for us, 4 for the Japanese. We lost 2 Blenheims, a PBY Dutch, and a DC-2. He lost a Lily, a Dina, an Oscar, and a Jake. We shot down the Jake. Out of those 4 aircraft lost, 2 KIA pilots, presumably the British ones that were lost today. We'll take a look at the wounded pilots. I haven't been doing that as much lately, but I need to really start paying attention to this more. Only 1 in our group pool right now for VF2, which is a Navy fighter squadron. It should be back this month. In the reserve, this is what we got for wounded pilots. Yeah, I need to clear this list out. We're not going to get these guys back. I don't think anyway. Just tired of looking at it. Alright, so for Army lost points this turn, we lost 10. The Japanese lost 1. Ship sunk. Well, take a look at this. You ready? Ryujo. Boom! We got her. I'll show you in the ops report where it's confirmed, but apparently Tracker gets the information a day ahead of the game. So, there you go. It does appear that we have officially bagged a Ryujo. We kind of thought it was sunk, but now we know for sure. Okay, so looking at the score right now, the Japanese won up an additional 30 points, bringing their win ratio up to 1.859. All right, I reviewed the combat report, and not much here that we didn't already see during the replay. No indication of a desync this turn. So we've like 3 to 4 turns now without a desync, so that's making me feel a little better about that situation. Okay, SIGINT. Yeah. First thing I want to point out was we had quite a bit of information at 3953. 3953, which is right here. A lot of radioactivity reported in this hex, and that appears to be close to where this is at. But during the replay, we saw another task force floating around here, which I don't know where it went. So we'll have to watch that. Okay. Let's see here. Also for SIGINT, look at this. 4th Division logo on an AK moving to Mole Mine. Do you see anything moving to Mole Mine? I don't. So I do have some theories here, and I'll talk about it when we get to Burma in my turn review. Okay, looking at ops. First, the Ryujo is listed here. So we saw it in Tracker yesterday, and today we see it here. So when it's reported to have been sunk, that means we got it. February 10th. That was, I think, a day or two after our big attack. The other thing I see here in the ops report is this. CV Indomitable detected by a Japanese float plane at 4149. Let's find 4149. Right there. 4149. So, where did that come from? I'm assuming it came from this task force right here. Because, again, I don't know for certain how accurate this is. But some of the Japanese AMCs, these are armed merchant cruisers, can carry float planes. So it is possible that the float plane that was on this task force we shot down, that's where it's coming from. Because I don't really know where else it can come from. It was a Jake that we shot down. And I guess there could be Jakes flying out of Port Blair. But it seems more likely it came from here. All right. Let's talk about the turn. So in China, it does appear... Here, let me turn off these bad weather indicators. It does appear that Lodrik is continuing to fall back into Sion. He's got these troops left here. We were able to get back here, although not in good order. We did make it. Okay. Quite a bit of disruption here. These are a lot of this disruption is from the units that were engaged in that hex the previous turn. Hopefully they can start recovering soon. I still think we've got this whole area sealed up for the time being. Lodrik did finally get to Kashgar. I guess there's a... he wanted to grab this base, right? Now, where he goes from here, I don't know. I guess there's a risk that he could cross over the Himalayas and go into northern India, but I extremely doubt that he would do that. It would take him weeks or months to traverse all this terrain up here. It's all mountain. So, well, I think he's just going to start heading back down towards Signing and Lanchow now, and it will take him quite a while. He's way up north. I have these two guys that are still retreating right now. What I need to do is get them moving to Signing. And I'll tell them both to march. They have a long way to go. A long way to go. And hopefully we can get down here before he gets to us and add to the defensive Lanchow with these units. Okay, in central China, he's now in this hex here, and he'll probably destroy this unit, which I'm quite okay with. And from there, I think he's going to push Aichang and try working his way to flank us around this way. So we'll watch for that. I'm starting to position troops to block that just in case he does. He's also holding here in Changte, and he's got troops down here in Shaoyang and some troops here. I don't know what the rest of his intentions are. Give me your opinion on this. We have 1600 AV in here with another 500 coming. Do you think if we had 2300 AV that we could force these tanks out of here? Now, remember, we have no weapons. We don't really have any anti-tank weapons. So, are the infantry squads powerful enough to take out the tanks, or will we just be slaughtered? Let me know what you think, because I would love to counterattack here and push him back across the river. Because right now, we have a lot of troops here, right? We got 28,000 infantry, right? Now, again, there's a severe shortage of anti-tank weapons, but with that much bulk of infantry, is that enough to overwhelm him and push him back? Let me know what you think. I'm not committed to that this turn. There's not going to be any attack that you're going to see here next turn. I want to see the possibility of this and if we could even do it. A little further south, we see some... Alodric took out the unit here on that ×3 terrain. He destroyed the unit, which is fine because it's going to spawn back into Chungking here in about a month or so. And now we're in this hex with 3200 AV, and I don't think that's enough troops to bust through. Because if you take that on the ×3 terrain, it's like 9,000, right? Almost 10,000 versus his 6. I don't see him breaking through here, so I think we've got him stopped down here for the time being. All right, let's talk about Burma. We have a lot to discuss here because I just learned some new information, and I want to share it with you. And I need to figure out what to do. So right now, we were acting on SIGINT that told us that Lodric is moving towards Mole Mine. And that's very possible that he is still. However, it's been 3 days now. We see no ship movement. And I have PBY-4s that have a range almost down to Phuket or further. I have subs in position as scouts. We see no Japanese shipping activity. These guys would be moving at 6 hexes a day from Georgetown and Lengsa. And that would put them at least to here by now if they were actually going to Mole Mine. And now we see this, which appears to be an invasion task force. Our merchant cruisers and APDs and destroyers. Where are they going? It says northwest. That's this direction, towards Ceylon, towards Madras. Is this an invasion? Is this a feint? What is this? So, on my last video, somebody named Michael Cook, I guess someone who's watching my videos, started telling me about some additional tricks that Japanese players can do. So I already know that Lodric knows about SIGINT spoofing, so that might explain why he was planning for Colombo. But everything is telling us now that he has ships moving to Mole Mine. Mr. Cook told me this. A lot of times Japanese players will set the destination of a task force for a base, but use waypoints to move it somewhere else. Because the end destination is Mole Mine, the game SIGINT is telling me that they're destined for Mole Mine. However, he says what Japanese players will do sometimes is take their task forces and redirect them in an entirely different direction with waypoints. And at the last minute, they have them going into another hex when it's almost too late to react. So this whole Mole Mine thing might be a complete feint. And he may still actually be going for Ceylon. So if that's true, I don't know what to do. Now, we have aircraft on Ceylon, and we have this carrier task force, which I thought actually got intercepted by other carriers last turn. I thought we were dead. But I'm thinking now we got a call about enemy carrier spotted elsewhere, and I'll show you where I think that's at. Anyway, he could actually still be going for Ceylon, for Colombo, but have a destination set to Mole Mine, and he's going to change direction at the last minute, and this could be the vanguard of that. So I'm still committing to a retreat in Thailand. In hindsight, looking at this whole operation, I don't think it was very well conceived or planned. I think I got a little bit ahead of myself, and I overstretched my lines when I should be playing more defensive right now. I know it's only March 27th, right? We should still be getting our butt kicked, which we are by the Japanese. I shouldn't be attacking right now. So this, thought I saw a perceived weakness here, and I was going for it. This whole moving towards Mole Mine thing has now got me thinking, even if he doesn't actually go here, I overcommitted. So I am going to pull back and reestablish a line basically from Mole Mine to Chiang Mai and give up Rahang and Pisanu Local Air if I need to. and just tighten up my lines here. We're committing to that fallback plan. Okay, for this carrier task force, initially I was moving it down here, and I was going to post it up somewhere near Rangoon to add additional aircraft to support Rangoon and Mole Mine in the event of a Japanese invasion here, but that doesn't appear to be happening. So here's my plan now. I'm going to take this carrier task force, and I'm going to move it back towards Ceylon, so we're within range of Colombo air support. I've got aircraft set on here for a long range cap, right? Let me show you a couple. I have these guys set to long range cap to give additional fighter cover to these guys in the event that Lodric speed runs a carrier task force up in here to interfere next turn. What I don't want to do is move this way or this way. I don't want to get cut off in the Bay of Bengal, because if he brings in his Kido Butai, like right here, I'm blocked off and there's nowhere to go. So I am going to pull back to here, so I have a way out. Like, I'm going to slip through the back door in case I need to fall back into Colombo. He won't block me in. The worst thing I could do is get cut off in the Bay of Bengal right now, so I am definitely moving back. But I'm also keeping this carrier task force, right, within range of Trincomalee in case this guy is destined to land over here. So I have range on these dive bombers here to attack this task force. But I'm still within range of my air cover, and I have a way out if I need to, and I won't get cut off in the bay. So that's what's going on in the Bay of Bengal. It's getting spicy, and I think the invasion of wherever it's going is going to happen any day now. Sigint says Mole Mine. Mr. Cook says it could be going anywhere, and this is just a spoof. By the way, I will say this. Mr. Michael Cook, if you're listening to me, I think I know who you are. I think that's We're Away from the Desert Wolf campaign. And if it is, I'm going to take his advice as gospel, because this gentleman has been playing Japan for 15 years or so in this game. So he knows all the tricks and then some. So if he's telling me that this is a thing, I'm going to believe it. I'm going to act on his information, no question. All right. Let's see here. Not much happening here in the Philippines. These guys are just waiting to die. These guys are just waiting to die. It's not even worth talking about it now. These troops are going to be here off the coast of Samarinda soon, so I can start evacuating them with my float planes soon, because they're on a coastal hex. I can grab them. I'm going to prioritize the actual combat units first that have assault value, like the Rifles of Canada, this battalion. I need those guys to bump up my firepower on Kupang, because I don't have a lot of AV here. I'm slowly also pulling troops out of Makassar, Kendari, and Ambon. I'm going to start backing out of these bases and condense everything back to Timor, the island of Timor, because I think that's the best chance we have to defend. I was able to get some supplies in there, and while I have time, I'm going to pull supply out of Ambon, Kendari, and Makassar and bring it back to Timor, and we're going to try to hold out here as long as possible. I think we have a chance to do that. We'll see. Okay, here in the northern part of Australia, I'm pretty sure this conglomeration of units is going to cross the river next turn and attack Catherine, and that's fine. I've given that base up. I'm fine with it. Everything else is continuing to retreat towards Tennant Creek and other places. For example, these aviation wings, right? They're heading back to Tennant Creek. And from there, I'm going to move them to Cloncurry, and then I'll rail them up here, and we'll start putting them in Port Moresby and other places so I can start building up my bomber presence there. I have reinforcements coming in from Alice Springs right now, moving to Tennant Creek, and we should beat Lodric there. And I want to make a stand here and maybe even launch a counterattack, because I don't think he's that strong. He's got troops, but they're not great troops. I think we've got better troops than he does. But this is going to be a month in the making, so we'll watch this, but don't expect any activity here other than maybe him taking Catherine and Daly Waters, whatever, however you pronounce that, soon. All right. A lot of submarine activity off of Sydney, but our aircraft are keeping these guys pinned down. We actually damaged the sub last turn, or this turn, and I was also able to recover. Basically, these guys are going to make it in a lot of AKs and troop ships from Noumea. So basically, I've evacuated all non-essential ships out of Noumea in the event that Lodric launches an attack and or an invasion of New Caledonia. I don't want anything there that doesn't need to be there. So we pulled them out. And they got out safely, and it's too late for Lodric to react to it now. All right, well, it's already happened, so there's no point in me not showing it to you. We have successfully landed on Milne Bay. I've got a lot of troops there and more coming in, and we'll be out of here before he can react. It's too late now. And with that, we're going to build this base up and start getting it ready for at least to a size 5. So we have a secondary bomber base to start hitting Rabaul harder. Port Moresby's a primary. Milne Bay is going to be the alternate. So I'm glad that we finally made the move to take this base. And I'm going to start fortifying it so that he can't take it. Looking around up here. It's got some PT boats up here. Some light escort ships here. A couple ACMs there heading east, which would be out towards Nauru. Where's it at? Oh, I think it's right here. Oh, the Pollock. It took some damage from a Type 95 depth charge from these guys here. I am going to go ahead and send these guys back. Actually, looking at this damage here. We need to go all the way back to Brisbane to get that patched up. So we are heading back to get repaired. All right. This here looks like another patrol task force trying to keep the slot suppressed. Not a lot of aircraft, not a lot of Japanese ship activity spotted in this area around Fiji. Just a couple patrol boats at Luganville. At Pago Pago, he attacked again, and unfortunately this time he's really starting to eat into our troops here. We're taking more casualties than he is. I think it's just a matter of time before we can't hold anymore. I give these guys maybe 2 to 3 turns at the very most, probably less, and then he'll have this base. Now, I do have some good news, however. This guy here dodged all kinds of activity and was able to successfully clear Pago Pago. Right? It's not currently detected, and it is heading first to Palmyra to top off fuel, and then permanently back to Pearl to fully repair. So this is the last ship out of Pago Pago. If this thing gets out of here by next turn, we will have successfully evacuated all of the ships out of Pago Pago. So with that, I want to show you something else. So we got the crane here. I want to show you these guys that just pulled into Pearl Harbor. These all came out of Pago Pago. We saved all the supply, and we saved these 2 destroyers and this damaged ship. They're all safe. So what I'm going to do now is disband them, and we'll start repairing them. So we'll take a look at this. The Kennison shipyard, and we're going to upgrade it. The Castor, we'll put this guy on pier side. The Talbot is going to go pier side for now to work down that system damage. And we'll start upgrading it. And yeah, I think that's it. And then we should have the California up and running in 2 days. And this is going to be the next standard that we're going to move back to the mainland USA. This guy was damaged on the Pearl Harbor raid. And I'm going to send it back to the West Coast to get fully repaired. And then we'll figure out what to do with it after that. All right. And the last thing I'll show you before I end this turn is this. This is something I'm actually so proud of. And this is quite the journey. Check this out. The President Madison. She made it, guys. The President Madison was actually damaged during the December 7th turn when the Japanese attacked Manila. This thing was in Manila at the time. It survived a crazy journey. Started in Manila. Got down to, like, Taytay. Then we got into Tarakan. Then we went to Balikpapan. Then we went to Surabaya, but Surabaya was about to be attacked by the Japanese. Then we moved to Makassar, and in the process, almost got engaged 3 times by a heavy cruiser, but it somehow escaped. Then we had to turn around and go back to Banjarmasin. Then from there, we went back to Makassar. And it was somewhere in the Banda Sea when Lodric invaded Darwin, because that's where I was sending it to. So then we had to come through the Banda Sea, scoot around here, hug the coastline down here, and then we finally made it back to Brisbane. So that was a crazy journey, and it's a matter of pride to me that I was able to rescue this ship. It was one of the very few ships that actually survived Manila, and now in 28 days we'll have it back up and running as a troop ship. So I'm proud of myself. I don't know if maybe I didn't share that as much as I should have, but it was definitely fun trying to get that ship out, and it had so many close calls. I mean, it almost died about 10 different times, and it got caught up in the middle of the invasion of Java. It got caught up in the invasion of Borneo. It got caught up in the invasion of Darwin and still survived to get all the way down to Brisbane. So I'm really excited that we were able to save that ship. And I think I'm going to leave this turn on that note. Something happy. We saved the Madison. But two things I need. I got some homework for you guys. This is what I need to hear from you. What should I do with these armored units here? Should I counterattack and push them out with, I don't know, 2,300 assault value worth of infantry only? Or just wait? And what do you think about Mr. Mike Cook and his assessment of Lodric and possibly spoofing me with a destination of mole mine, waypoints leading somewhere else and then making a last-minute turn? I think that's brilliant. I've never heard of it or thought of it, but I don't play Japan very much. So it sounds like a great idea to me. What do you think? Where's Lodric going? Is he going to stick to Burma? Is he going to trick us and go towards India? Or is he still going to go towards Colombo all said and done? I'd love to hear about it. Catch you guys on the next one.